Hola a todos, aquí es Scolcer y bienvenidos a otro episodio de este Dragon Age Origins. Y hoy empezamos a ver cómo es la vida dentro del círculo como magos ya de pleno derecho, aunque me parece que no vamos a durar mucho por ahí, porque empezamos fuerte, En fin, espero que os guste.
Are you all right? Say something, please. It's me, Jowan. Calm down. Just try to relax. Oh, I'm glad you're all right. They carried you in this morning. I didn't even realize you'd been gone all night. I've heard about apprentices who never come back from harrowings. Is it really that dangerous? What was it like?
Pues no te lo puedo contar.
So much for friendship. I'll leave you alone then. And now you get to move to the nice mage's quarters upstairs. I'm stuck here and I don't know when they'll call me for my harrowing. I've been here longer than you have. Sometimes I think they just don't want to test me.
Ya, bueno, si queréis ir a chistes, como en el Dragon Age 2, que podías pasarte el juego yendo a chistes.
The tranquil never go through a harrowing. You do the harrowing,
Jowan.
rite of tranquility, or you die. That's what happens. You've seen the tranquil around the tower, like Owain who runs the stockroom.
Hombre, gracias a él te puedes convertir en mago de sangre luego.
There's just nothing in him. It's like he's dead but still walking. His voice, his eyes are lifeless. He's been made tranquil. I don't know how they do it exactly, but you're cut off from the fate. It takes away your magic abilities, along with your...
A mí lo que no me gusta de este personaje es el actor de voz que tiene, o igual es que lo han hecho así, es que se queja todo el rato, está todo el rato quejándose de todo.
The Fade is the dream realm. Maybe it's
Ya,
a side
eso es
effect of
verdad,
being
te
covered
engaña
from
ahí
the
toda la
Fade.
pesca.
No dreams, no emotions? Apprentices can ask to be
Un
made
dramas.
tranquil if they fear the harrowing, but the circle also forces tranquility on those they feel are weak, and sometimes they force it upon apprentices they think might be too dangerous as mages. I shouldn't waste your time with this. I was supposed to tell you to see Irving as soon as you woke up. You'd better not keep him waiting. We can speak later.
Vale.
Did you hear anything? Is she all right?
Bueno, que empiece el saqueo.
Why do you care? Are you best friends now? I'm just curious. That Templar Cullen said...
La verdad que Cullen está por aquí también. Haciendo el tonto.
Talented and very brave.
Aquí, además en el Dragon Age Origins es medio tonto, ¿verdad? El Cullen. Luego ya madura. Pero aquí en el 1...
Hear what? I heard they suspect someone of dabbling in blood magic. Would anyone do something so stupid? That's a death sentence.
Ah, bueno. Es dulce. Bueno, yo es que no tengo el mismo punto de vista que tú en esas cosas, entonces igual hay cosas que no veo que tú sí que ves.
Must control the fire with your will. Keep the flames steady.
Do you remember
Don't
what
want
the
it
chantry
sputtering
says
and
about
leaping
magic?
about.
Magic must serve. Concentrate. Hold the shield.
Ya. Me parece que estaba aquí, en el segundo piso. Si no recuerdo mal. Me acuerdo que ni te habla o tartamudea o algo así. Por cierto, ¿has visto lo que tiene en la frente?
Magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you? I voluntarily submitted to the rite of tranquility. I was unwilling to undergo the harrowing. I find this state agreeable.
Sí.
Tranquility has its merits. I see the world with clarity. I remember the
Ahora
days
todos los
when my mind was
tranquilos
filled with inconvenient and
llevan
simple emotions.
la marca.
Now things are simple.
Que de hecho, De hecho, se las iban a poner los de BioWare aquí ya en el propio Dragon Age, pero no pudieron. Hay una conversación en Nostagar, creo que es, con el tranquilo que vigila un cofre, que puedes preguntarle sobre la marca que tiene en la frente. Y sin embargo, su modelo no lo tiene. A no ser que se lo pongas por un mod, como es en este caso.
I was ordered to never speak of it. I cannot go against the Circle's wishes.
Bueno, no voy a decir esto por vete.
Very well. Goodbye.
Y creo que los demás NPCs que son tranquilos también tienen el... Sí, sí, este lo tiene, sí. O sea, es un mod que además está currado. Vamos a ver, tenemos que ir a Irving, pero antes vamos a sacarlo todo. ¡Mira! Mira quién está aquí.
Oh, hello. I'm glad to see your harrowing went smoothly.
Vamos a saludar, somos educados.
They picked me as the Templar to strike the killing blow if you became an abomination. It's nothing personal, I swear. I'm just glad you're all right, you know? I would have felt terrible about it, but I served the Chantry and the Maker. And I will do
Tres
as I am
juegos.
commanded.
A ver esto, a ver esto.
Elsewhere? What do you mean? Oh, my goodness. If you're saying what I think, well, that would be really inappropriate, and... Ooh, I couldn't. I should go.
A ver, ¿dónde va? Solo por curiosidad. Ah, se va abajo. Vale, abajo ya no lo vemos. Vale, el Irving está aquí, la pared está por aquí. Vamos a saquear todo desde el principio.
Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met. Are you new to the circle?
En el Dragon Age 2 dice que le gustaba una maga. Anda. Qué curioso.
I'm sorry.
Yo sí que sé que en el 2, si en el 1 eres mago humano, estás emparentado con Hawk, por parte de madre. Por la familia Amel, creo recordar.
You're too kind. I'm old and about to fall apart. Nothing in the world can fix that. Not any magic I'd be caught doing. Anyway, did you need something? I'm not good at talking. Too much chatter makes
En el
my
2 el
head
mago en
fog.
difícil te cagas al inicio. Pues la verdad es que no lo he probado, al menos en difícil, pero lo mismo lo pruebo, ¿eh? Cuando termine, bueno, dentro de 200 años, cuando termine con esta serie, empezaré con el 2. Y pues mira, lo mismo lo pruebo en difícil.
Of course.
Una pregunta, tú que estás bastante entendida con el asunto, parece. En el Dragon Age 2, si empiezas con... Si empiezas como mago, se muere la hermana, ¿verdad? Al comienzo.
Are you surprised? We are probably more attuned to magic than humans are. Or at least our ancestors must have been. With most of our history lost, I suppose I'll never really know. Maybe the Dalish elves would, but I've never met one.
Es que yo siempre me lo hacía guerrero con dos manos porque como era la revolución del combate, porque aquí en el Origins no vale una mierda prácticamente, a no ser que sepa lo que está haciendo el combate a dos manos. Quiero decir a doble espada. Quiero decir, no, a espada gorda. A espada gorda. Ya me entiendes.
They live in the wilderness, traveling where they will. I've heard they keep the old beliefs alive. As do I. Perhaps one day I will have the chance to learn it. Are you from an alienage? I'm from a farm outside Highever. My mother worked as the cook's assistant there.
Vamos a ver. Voy a decirle que vivía en Loithering. Es que no, qué putada que no me dejen ser de la Dalishano. Aunque claro, los Dalishanos se encargan de sus propios magos. Voy a decirle que vivía en Loithering.
We're in the circle now. I am satisfied knowing the humans who look down upon me will fear me instead. But I should get back to my books.
La verdad es que los elfos, desde cuando se formó el Imperio de Tervinter, les han dado por todos los lados.
Good day.
That's not likely. The Chantry would do something before it came
Very
to
well.
that. Will they? I think someone's here to speak to you, Senior Torren. Hello. Congratulations on your harrowing last night. Good work. Ah, the fraternities of the Enchanters. You probably haven't heard of them. It's best not to get tangled up in circle politics. More trouble than it's worth, really. They're found in all circles throughout Thedas. Groups of enchanters who hold similar viewpoints, who band together to make their voices heard. The most influential fraternity are the Equitarians. They are moderates and believe in a code of conduct that all mages should adhere to. Then there are the Chantry apologists, the Loyalists. The Chantry says something and they follow it to the letter. The Lucrosians just want to make money, and the Isolationists would like us all to be hermits and live on an island. Then, of course, there are the Libertarians. They want more power for the Circle, more autonomy. Huh. Well, if I had to, I'd say I was an Equitarian, but I ducked out of the fray a long time ago. Most of the senior enchanters are Equitarians. Irving, Wynne, Sweeney. Ulrid's a Libertarian, and a loud one at that. Mages have enough opposition from the outside without tearing our circles apart with infighting. But what can you do? An idealist, I see. Well, if you're going to change the world, you should get started immediately. Lots of world to cover.
Por cierto, nunca... Ah, no, es Sir Winnie el que nos da ahora el equipo por superar la angustia, es verdad. Me voy a esperar a hablar con él antes de mirar el equipo. Si voy a jugar los 3 Dragon Age del tirón. Eso espero. La cosa es que dentro de mes y pico va a salir la siguiente expansión del Warcraft Shadowlands. Y pienso cubrir también al menos la historia del EVO de esa expansión, porque soy muy fan también de World of Warcraft. Llevo jugando pues desde que salió prácticamente, hace 14 años.
Very well.
Ten en cuenta que Dragon Age es posterior a Warcraft. Dragon Age me parece que salió, si no recuerdo mal, el 3 o el 9 de noviembre de 2009.
As you say.
You're not going to keep the first enchanter waiting, are you?
Pero vamos, sí, mi idea... 2011. Pues vete a saber, mi idea es subir los 3, claro. Y no solo eso, sino que los estoy grabando y luego lo editaré y lo subiré a YouTube para tener mi archivo de recuerdos.
Blessed are the penitents who seek his return. Blessed is the prophetess, purified by flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition. So let it be. Oh, I didn't see you there. I recite the Maker's blessings every day. It brings me peace in trouble.
Esto es como Facebook estos días. Si no subes ahí la foto de lo que has hecho, no lo has hecho. Prácticamente.
No, not really. It's just... I don't want to bore you with this. It gives me hope that one day the Maker will hear us. That maybe I'll be forgiven and my curse will be lifted. Magic? What else?
La magia es un don, por supuesto.
Magic causes such misery. It's dangerous and vile and wicked. The Chantry must protect the world from us.
Es lo que te han dicho toda la vida, pero...
So terrible must be a punishment.
Bueno, de mucho punto de vista.
That doesn't take magic. If I could, I would dedicate my life to the Chantry, but they would never take me in. Perhaps this is just something I will have to suffer through. I should go. My mentor only allows a few minutes each day for religious contemplation.
Very well. Of course.
Y aquí está Lily.
I heard about your harrowing. Congratulations. Andraste must have smiled upon you.
Bueno, y ya vamos a hablar con el tipo este.
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldrich,
Y aquí nombran a Wayne ya.
senior majors. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own?
Y Uldred, ¿de qué me suena Uldred?
You felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor. Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry supervision, where they can actually use their Maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving, someone is here to see you.
Vale, el Uldred que han nombrado es el que luego se hace con el control del círculo. Creo. Hola.
Ah, if it isn't our new sister in the circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is she.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, then, where was I? Oh, yes, this is Duncan of the Grey Wardens. You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
With the Darkspawn invading, we need all the help we can get, especially from the Circle. They have formed into a horde in the Kokari Wilds and threaten to invade north into the valley. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor girl with talk of blights and Darkspawn. This is a happy day for her.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
We should seize moments of levity, especially in troubled times. The harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the circle of magi. You may not remember, but blood was taken from you when you first came to us. This blood is preserved within a phylactery.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the...
Pues menos mal que no me da cinturón, porque el que tengo es buenísimo.
Proudly, for you have earned them. Patience, child. You have been through an ordeal. Let us not rush things. It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours. Not yet. Remember, the tower's walls protect us as much as they protect others from us.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child? The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
Vale, vamos a llevarle a su habitación, que es aquí. Vale. ¿Me sigues, verdad? Sí.
Thank you for escorting me. Is there something else I can do for you?
Vamos a ver qué nos tiene que decir el tipo este.
Very often, do you? I am not a good source of news, I fear. I am preoccupied with the Darkspawn incursion. When the king sent out the call, the Circle of Ferelden sent only 7 mages to Ostergau. I asked King Caelan's permission to come and seek a greater commitment from the Circle. I hope to place a mage or 2 within every contingent. I cannot do with just 7. Mages will make all the difference in this battle. The Darkspawn have their own magic, and our resources must exceed theirs. I don't know. Do you? Then perhaps I shall speak to Irving about this later. Darkspawn are a greater threat than blood mages, even abominations. It takes decades for the world to recover from a blight. I wish the Chantry could see that. We must stop at nothing to defeat the Darkspawn. Listen to me. An old man's rantings can't be very interesting. You are too kind. The mages whose connection to the Fade has been severed? Why do you ask? So I've heard. It keeps them and those around them safe. Perhaps the sacrifice is worthwhile. I cannot say. Once, in my youth, just after I joined the Grey Wardens, I was traveling with my mentor. We encountered a group of Templars hunting a blood mage. They were quite far away, so I cannot be sure of what I saw. He forced some of the Templars to turn on their fellows. It was dreadful to behold. He would have escaped had he not overlooked one Templar who snuck up behind him and cleaved his head in 2. It is something to consider, certainly. Certainly. I am intimately familiar with these subjects, after all. Our duty is to battle darkspawn wherever they appear. We are elves, humans, and dwarves united by this common purpose. Some of our most honored wardens have been elves. The hero, Garahel, the last warden to slay an archdemon, was one such. The darkspawn threaten everyone. They do not distinguish between the races, and neither should we. Has being an elf in the circle been difficult? It is hard to change perceptions. I've tried to reason with many, and failed. If one has always seen elves as less than human, it's hard to imagine them as something else. Do not let that discourage you. Let it temper you and make you stronger. A horde has formed within the Korkari wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde. Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the Darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force. A horde of Darkspawn, a veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face. We can't seem to eradicate them completely. Somehow they always come back. It is not my place to comment.
A ver si podemos persuadirle. Al fin y al cabo tenemos subido la persuasión.
Gregor serves the Chantry, and the relationship between the Chantry and
Deberían dar
mages
experiencia
has always been strained. You've
por
realized
convencer
by
a
now
alguien
that the Chantry merely tolerates magic?
en plan tirada de
They watch
persuasión.
only because they feel they must. Any mages who join the King's army can unleash their full power on the Darkspawn. In fact, I'm counting on it. Gregor may be afraid of what will happen. What if the mages decide they no longer want to be governed by the Chantry? I believe we must defeat the Darkspawn, one way or another. My opinions end there. Of course, don't let me keep you.
Aquí no hay nada, no. Yoguan, compañero.
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving? Very funny. I need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning? Shh! I just want to make sure we're not overheard. We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here. I've been troubled. I'll explain. Come with me, please. We should be safe here.
Not a priest. I am merely an initiate. I often attend to my duties in this chapel. Perhaps that is why I seem familiar.
A few months ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily. Very funny. I wish that was the only thing I needed to talk about. Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
That makes it so much worse, doesn't it? Not knowing how much you have lost.
They'll extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing, but not truly living.
I
saw the document on Gregor's table. It authorized the right on Jowen, and Irving had signed it.
There's a rumor about me. People think I'm a blood mage. They think that making me a circle mage will endanger everyone. Of course not. But it's not safe here for me anymore. I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
If we tell anyone, Lily will be punished. If you care about what happens to me, help us.
Uf. Vamos a ver.
I suppose that's fair. But please, give us your answers soon. Time is running out.
¿Sabéis que habéis estado cotilleando de todo esto justo al lado del estudio de Irving? Así como curiosidad. Vamos a hacer la misión de aquí y mientras lo pensamos.
Senior Enchanter, Leora, in charge of the Circle's laboratory. Is there something you want? That leads to the Circle's cavern storerooms. There are caves running through the rock that the Circle is built upon. But of course, you know this. No, I can't let anyone in there just now. There are just things in there that I would prefer to keep safe. No, of course not. I just have... I am in the midst of stock taking, checking inventory, and I can't let anyone in there in case they mess things up. Yes. Because I am taking a break. I hate the musty smell of caves, and Look, I'll tell you the truth. Just keep it to yourself. There is an infestation of spiders in the caves. I don't know how they got in there, but it's probably my fault. I was promoted to Senior Enchanter less than a fortnight ago, and I don't want anyone to find out. They'll think I'm incompetent. Well, I hope not. I mean, no. I'm a good mage. I've just been so busy with my new duties, I haven't had time to clear out the infestation. If you cleared them out for me, I would owe you a favor. A big one. Wonderful. Here is the key. Oh, and be careful in there. I'd really like to keep the damage done to the Circle's property to a minimum.
Vale, vamos a matar arañas, vamos a subir el nivel ese que tenemos pendiente, vamos a ver el equipo que tenemos y vamos a saquear todo lo que sea saqueable. Vamos a ver. Vale. Lo he activado sin querer, ¿verdad? ¿No lo puedo desactivar? No. En fin, es que soy tontísimo. Vamos a ver. Voy a pillar el puño. Es posible que se dé fuego amigo. Hay que tener mucho cuidado con el fuego amigo.
Very well. Of course.
Yo qué sé, vamos por aquí.
As you say.
Fuera de aquí.
As you say.
Vale. Me acabo de enterar de que hay un botón aquí que oculta mi mapa. Ojo, que ahí ya hay algo.
It will be done.
You dare?
Mira, botas nuevas. Magia, perfecto. Araña venenosa, cuidado, cuidado. Tiene que haber congelado a esta. Las venenosas, si no recuerdo mal, se te tiraban encima y te pegaban unos cuantos mordiscos. No sin poder hacer nada.
Yes. Very well. Of course.
Vale, ya hemos limpiado el sitio este de arañas. ¿Y qué hacemos? ¿Lo chivamos o no? Vamos a tantear el asunto. Vamos a hablar con Irwin primero. A ver si sabe algo así por encima. Y luego ya vemos.
You're back. Are the spiders gone? Really? Oh, that's
Todo
wonderful.
listo.
You've saved my hide, I'm sure. And I owe you a favor, so if you need anything, I'll be here. Exactly. I'll be here, keeping the crawlies away.
Vamos a ver.
I trust you saw Duncan back to his quarters? I'm glad you met him. He's a most honorable man. I'm glad you did. He must have told you about the Grey Wardens. We can learn much from them. Now, did you need something? I've removed them from the library. I was advised it might be unwise to leave them where any apprentice may read them. They will be put away somewhere very safe. Now, is there anything else? When he is ready. And how does he know this? I suppose the young initiate he dallies about with revealed it to him. You think I didn't know? I did not become first enchanted.
Pues ya solíaste la tostada.
My eyes and ears shut. Gregor says he has proof and eyewitness testimony that Jowan has been practicing blood magic. I cannot say more. Were it left to me, things might be different. But the Chantry... I'm sorry, child. This rite of tranquility will happen. Let us not speak ill of my colleague. Our colleague. You know little of this, and I ask you to hold your tongue. Perhaps one day you will see it from my side.
Vale, vamos a ver.
You have returned. Does something require my attention?
¿Lo chivamos o no?
And how does he know this?
Sí, esto ya lo ha dicho.
I did not become first enchanter by keeping my... Gregor says he has proof.
Vale, esto ya nos lo ha dicho.
I'm sorry, child. This rite of tranquility will happen. Oh, interesting. What more do you know?
Ganar una recompensa. Pobrecillo.
And I suppose his lady friend is involved? Yes, she must be helping him. She would know more about the repository than he would. Do you know anything else?
No.
I suspected Lily would tell him of the impending rite if she found out. But I never expected they would have the gall to break into the repository. Reporting him to Gregor and the Templars will accomplish nothing beyond what's already planned. If the Circle must punish one of its own, I will see the Chantry done the same courtesy. Lily will not walk free while my apprentice suffers. She is also breaking every vow she ever took. If we mention her involvement, the Chantry will say that she was framed. No, she must be caught in the act. If you want to survive, you must learn the rules and realize that sometimes sacrifices are necessary. Jowan will become tranquil, but Lily must also face the consequences of her actions. How did you learn of their plan? Do they trust you?
Que si confía en mí, uff. No los quiero traicionar, que son colegas.
You felt comfortable enough to bring this to me. Do not shy from your duty now.
Uf, qué putada. Qué putada. No me gusta ninguna de las dos respuestas. Esta yo creo que es peor porque es más greedy. Venga.
Go. Convince them you will risk all for their cause. I will be outside the repository with a contingent of Templars. Let them see the mischief into which their initiate led our student. Perform well, and your dedication will be rewarded.
Venga.
Are you going to help us?
Vamos a traicionar a nuestro mejor amigo. Con intención de que el castigo sea menos leve para todos. Ahora las circunstancias son distintas. Ya puedes meter ahí a cizaña. Tengo que hablar contigo de una cosa, Johan.
What? Of course not. I never use blood magic.
Qué me mientes, qué cabrón. Pero bueno, eso sería metarrol. Eso no lo sabemos aún.
I suppose we are, but they think it's blood magic and it isn't. I've thought about it, but it will only make things worse. Lily will be punished. I can't do that to her. Maybe if it were just Irving, he'd spare me. But he has to keep the peace between the Circle and the Chantry. If he stirs up too much trouble, they might replace him. They could wipe out the entire Circle if they wanted. The Chantry abhors blood magic. That's why they're willing to pay attention to this stupid rumor. No, and I don't care. Why? My parents hated me. I came here a year or so before you did. I must have been 5 or 6 years old. Mother stopped talking to me after I showed signs of magical ability. She wouldn't even look at me. She'd mutter under her breath that I was a demon child and an abomination in the Maker's sight. Mother could be cruel, especially if you got on her bad side, which was easy to do. She'd fight with my father, saying that she didn't want that thing, meaning me, in her house. Guess that's what drove him to leave me at the village chantry. I suppose it's just as well. It's the past. So, have you decided?
¿Y si digo que no? ¿Cómo terminan los eventos? ¿No le va a decir esto?
Thank you. We will never forget this. I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The first enchanter and knight commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
We have no choice. We cannot get our hands on both keys. I once saw a rod of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Owain doesn't release such things to apprentices.
We should stay here. 1 mage at the stockroom will attract less attention than a mage, an apprentice, and an initiate.
Así que tengo que hacer todo el trabajo sucio.
I'd go with you, but it would look suspicious.
Good luck. Our prayers go with you.
Vale. Pues vamos a hablar con él tranquilo, a que nos dé... Bueno, no será tan fácil. Pero como ya hemos hecho la misión de las arañas, la tía esa nos debe un favor. Incluso se lo podemos pedir al Erwin que nos ayude. Necesito una vara de fuego.
Rods of fire serve many purposes. Why do you wish to acquire this particular item? Here is the form, request for Rod of Fire. Have it signed and dated by a senior enchanter. I will release a rod to you once I have the signed form. Thank you.
Vale. Se lo vamos a pedir a Erwin. Así cuando me pregunten ¿cómo has conseguido que alguien te firmara? Pues se lo he pedido a Erwin. Primer encantador. Les he contado todo vuestro plan.
Has something gone wrong with the plan? A rod of fire. Why do you... I understand. Trying to break through the door this way. Interesting. The phylactery chamber door is warded and resists all magic worked upon it.
Puedes darme tu llave.
Even if I did, Gregor always keeps his on his person. Not easy breaking into a locked...
Si a la hora de crear personaje, en vez de elegir persuasión hubiera elegido robo, podría haberle quitado la llave.
Age and dampness seeping up from the ground have weakened a segment of it. You can break down this part of the wall to gain entrance into the chamber. We have an old Tevinter device in the vault. It may have been used for defense, or possibly entertainment. It amplifies spells. Use the rod on this artifact, and aim it at the wall. The artifact releases controlled bursts of energy. Just aim it in the right direction. The repository is deep within the tower. It's unlikely anyone will hear anything except a muffled rumbling. Besides, odd noises are quite commonplace here. One more thing. Do not be quick to suggest there is another way in. I don't want Lily and Jowan to suspect. Make it seem like you came up with the idea yourself. Here is the form with my stamp. Owain will release the rod to you now.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. Everything looks to be in order. Here is the rod you requested.
Vale, pues ya está.
I hate waiting. It makes me nervous. That was quick.
To the repository, then. Freedom awaits.
Vamos a ir para abajo y al sótano. A ver, por curiosidad. Lo que molaría que saliera aquí ese mago de sangre. Con las habilidades y toda la pesca. Ay, esto está sin mirar. Vamos a ver, el equipo para esta gente no me importa regalarle un bastón al tipo este. Tengo una daga. Tú eres pícaro. Sí. Vamos a ver. ¿No tienes armas? No. Pues maza y daga. Algo harán.
The Chantry calls this entrance the Victim's Door. It is built of 277 planks, one for each original Templar. It is a reminder of all the dangers those cursed with magic pose. Initiates must learn the Circle's history if they are to work with Templars and mages. The doors can be opened only by a Templar and a mage entering together. The Chantry provides the password, which primes the ward, and the mage touches it with mana to release it. The ward only responds to the touch of one who has been through the harrowing. Yes, I got it from a Templar who recently accompanied a mage into the vault. We have chatted on many occasions. I believe he trusts me. First, the password. Sword of the Maker, Tears of the Fade. The password only primes the door. Now it must feel the touch of mana. Any spell will do, but hurry.
Pues muy bien.
Do you have the rod with you? Melt the locks off.
Quizá más tarde me voy a dormir o algo. Vale, ya nos había avisado Irving de esto. Vamos a volver a probar para que no sospechen. Nanay.
Lily, something's not right. I can't cast spells here. Nothing works.
These wards carved into the stone. This must be the Templars' work. They negate any magic cast within this area. I should have guessed. Why would Gregor and Irving use simple keys for such a door? Because magical keys don't work. How do you keep mages away from something? Make their powers completely worthless. That's it then. We're finished. We can't get in. No, Jowan, don't give up. Look, here's another door. Perhaps there is
Yo intento que no vayan más allá, pero es que se la están ganando a pulso.
What are the chances of there being another entrance?
Podemos olvidarnos de eso y marcharnos.
No. We can't get into the chamber the way we planned, but we're not about to give up. We can see where this door leads, but I don't think it'll be easy. It looks locked for one. Then let's pray the Maker smiles on us.
Let's hurry, we've wasted enough time.
Anda, que no se nota ni nada el tipo este. Vale, ya lo tenemos aquí. Venga.
Of course.
Siempre que guarda automáticamente el juego, me gusta guardar a mí rápidamente, por si acaso. Por cierto, llevo un mod puesto en el que el combate está acelerado un 20%. No sé si lo he comentado antes. Porque es muy lento en el combate del Dragon Age Origins. El mismo mod también mejora la arquería. Ahora es mucho más eficiente. Tanto para nosotros como para los enemigos, ojo. Ahora cualquier arco revienta más. Porque estaba un poco desequilibrado. Vale, vamos a subir este nivelito. ¿Tenemos algún requisito de magia por ahí luego? Nivel 10. Y en curación 23, 28. Vale. Lo suyo sería subir hasta 28 de magia para empezar. Es que tenemos muy poca constitución. Voy a subir un poco de magia. De todas formas, esto te pide nivel... No, no pide nivel esto. Ahora sí hay que subir. Vale. Voy a pillar relámpago. Aunque fuego tampoco iría mal. Voy a pillar relámpago por el hecho de estar más lejos. No sé si era aquí en el universo Dragon Age que la magia eléctrica quita maná, ¿puede ser? Al enemigo, me refiero. Vamos a recuperar ese maná. Ah, los bichitos de esto, es verdad.
Very well.
Mira, capucha. Tenemos un mod que nos quita el casco. También. Porque así se ve más bonito.
Of course. Yes. Of course. Is that it? Very well.
I'm no pushover, you'll see!
Of course. Very well.
Estos cristales son para Shale. Es muy raro que nos lo den ya en el tutorial, básicamente.
We'll need another way into the phylactery chamber. Let's explore the repository. Yes.
Bastoncillo. Daño 2, potencia de hechizo 2. Pues bastante mejor de lo que tenemos.
There's something odd about that statue.
Greetings.
Maker's breath, did he just say something?
I am the essence and spirit of Eleni Zenobia, once consort and advisor to Archon Valerius. Prophecy my crime, cursed to stone for foretelling the fall of my lord's house.
I'm not sure. The Archons were the lords of the Imperium.
Forever shall you stand on the threshold of my proud fortress, he said, and tell your lies to all who pass. But my lord found death at the hands of his enemies, and his once proud fortress crumbled to dust, as I foretold.
A Deventer statue! Don't listen to it. The Deventer lords dabbled in many forbidden arts. This is a wicked thing.
Weep not for me, child. Stone they made me, and stone I am, eternal and unfeeling. And I shall endure till the Maker returns to light their fires again.
Cómo molan esos gráficos. A tope.
No help can be given me, for this is my doom and my death.
Gráficos dignos del último tráiler de del Halo. Ya sabéis a lo que me refiero.
Stop talking to it, please, both of you. Come on, Jowan.
Esto está acojonada.
Wow, that old wall's about to come down any moment.
It will be done.
I think the phylactery chamber is on the other side of the wall behind this bookcase. Look carefully. The mortar's damp and decaying here. We should be able to find something that can knock some of the bricks loose. I can't do it on my own. You have to help me. If we work together, we can shift it. Come on. Now we just need to find a way to get through this wall.
Yes.
Use this with the rod. I'm sure it'll work. Hurry, the clock's ticking. This is the phylactery chamber.
We must find Jowan's phylactery, quickly.
Would you destroy yours too if it were here? Right.
Vale, se viene bosacillo, ¿verdad? En teoría debería ser el último combate. Sí, guardián centinela. Una especie de bosacillo que nos cuelan por aquí. Ojito, ¿eh? Vale, vamos a abrir la puerta.
That's my phylactery! You found it! I can't believe this tiny vial stands between me and freedom. So fragile. So easy just to be rid of it.
Qué creepy te pones, tío.
Hold over me. And I am free.
Me puedo chivar ahora. No se lo voy a decir. No se lo voy a decir.
Only apprentice phylacteries are stored in the Circle Tower. This tiny room could not hold the phylacteries of every mage who has passed through the tower doors.
Come on, you two. We're done here and we should leave.
I do not want to stay here a moment longer.
Vale, bueno. Venga, dadme todo vuestro equipo. Y se acabó la historia. Mira, voy a dejar la ropa puesta porque estamos en Twitch. Y en YouTube y no quiero que me digan nada.
We did it! I can't believe it! Thank you. We could never have...
So what you said was true, Irving.
Ojito, ojito que me pueden cubrir estos dos.
An initiate conspiring with a blood mage. I'm disappointed, Lily. She seems shocked, but fully in control of her own mind. Not a thrall of the blood mage, then. You were right, Irving. The initiate has betrayed us. The Chantry will not let this go unpunished. And this one. Newly a mage and already flouting the rules of the Circle.
It's not her fault. This was my idea.
She is here under my orders, Gregor.
Vaya por Dios.
I take full responsibility for her actions.
No lo podía decir luego.
You led us into a trap?
No he tenido elección.
Don't you dare speak to me.
Porque me has preguntado.
Enough. As Knight Commander of the Templars here assembled, I sentence this blood mage to death. And this initiate has scorned the Chantry and her vows. Take her to Aenar.
The Mage's prison. No. Please, no. Not there.
No! I won't let you touch her!
By the Maker. Blood magic. How could you? You said you never...
I admit, I dabbled. I thought it would make me a better mage.
Blood magic is evil, Jowan. It corrupts people, changes them.
I'm going to give it up. All magic. I just want to be with you, Lily. Please come with me.
I trusted you. I was ready to sacrifice everything for you. I don't know who you are, Blood Mage. Stay away from me.
Are you all right? Where's Gregor?
I knew it. Blood magic. But to overcome so many, I never thought him capable of such power.
Pues me mintió.
None of us expected this. Are you all right, Gregor?
As good as can be expected given the circumstances. If you had let me act sooner, this would not have happened. Now we have a blood mage on the loose and no way to track him down. Where is the girl?
I am here, sir.
You helped a blood mage. Look at all he's hurt.
Save your breath. I can speak for myself. Knight Commander, I was wrong. I was accomplice to a blood mage. I will accept whatever punishment you see fit. Even Aenar.
Get her out of my sight. And you. You were in a repository full of magics that are locked away for a reason.
Did you take anything important from the repository?
El bastón. Vamos a ser de buenas.
Huh. Some honesty, at last. But your antics have made a mockery of this circle. What are we to do with you?
Esto es verdad.
As I said, she was working under my orders.
And this improves the situation? The phylactery chamber is forbidden to all save you and me.
I had my reasons.
You're not all-knowing, Irving. You don't know how much influence the Blood Mage might have had. How are we to deal with this?
Knight Commander, if I may, I'm not only looking for mages to join the King's army, I'm also recruiting for the Grey Wardens. Irving spoke highly of this mage, and I would like her to join the Warden ranks.
What? You've promised him a new Grey Warden?
She has served the Circle well. She would make an excellent Grey Warden.
We look for dedication in our recruits. Fighting the Darkspawn requires such dedication, often at the expense of all else.
I object. You say she operated under your instructions, Irving. But I do not trust her. I must investigate this issue, and I will not release this mage to the Grey Warden.
Rhaegar, mages are needed. This mage is needed. Worse things plague this world than blood mages. You know that. I take this young mage under my wing and bear all responsibility for her actions.
This mage does not deserve a place in the Order.
Why? Do we not reward service? This mage has served the Circle well. You have an opportunity few even dream of. Do not squander it.
We must make our way to Ostagar, where the King's army is camped. You will be initiated there. I will explain more when the time comes. You will carve out your own place in this world. Come. Your new life awaits.
Pues hasta aquí hemos llegado. Puto Yowan, qué cabrón, se lo tenía escondido. En fin, si te ha gustado no olvides apoyarme tanto aquí en YouTube como en Twitch. Nos vemos.